Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking and welcome to my little Potioncraft 1.0 guide to having a good start with the fall release version of the game. And in this little series we are going to go through the first few chapters together in an efficient way, talking about all kinds of good practice principles and helping you understand the game mechanics to set you up nicely for exploring and enjoying the rest of the game. If you're mostly new to the game, or if you have played some of the older versions, the early access stuff and the demo, then a lot will be different here compared to then. But for those of you who, like me, have played a lot of previous 0.5 beta version, I'm going to mention changes compared to that version as well. You will likely find that many things have been fleshed out and balanced, but also that there are no real groundbreaking changes to that previous beta version. It very much feels like future milestones will bring some of the more changes that they have been talking about in their devlogs. Anyway, it's enough of talking right now. Let's get started efficiently in our journey from homebrewer to master alchemist. Let's go. We are going to start a new game, and we're going to skip the tutorial because we know the efficient ways of completing the game. And basically what we're going to do is cover anything in the tutorial anyway, because the chapters are set up in such a way that you naturally are led through that progression anyway. So let's, yes, we do confirm this, it's fine. Trust me, I'm an alchemist, I'm a homebrewer. Trust me, I'm a homebrewer. Let me make you a healing potion. So, first of all, we click the Alchemist's Path book, and this is the big progression that we have on our hands to becoming a master alchemist. And, well, have been there, done that. But this is very nicely streamlined. So, what we're going to do is basically just play the game in an efficient way, and we're going to naturally do all of these little tasks because they are basically, this first chapter is about the everyday work of the alchemist. The most important part about the game probably is the alchemy map, out of which we see almost nothing. But in the tutorial and from just knowing it since previous versions, we all know how to make a healing potion, don't we? Well, we could just throw in a water bloom, for instance, grind that one out fully, like this, and then plop it in here and just uncover all kinds of fancy things, like experience. And then we throw in a terrarium, and what do we get? Well, we do get some more experience along the way, and we have a level 1 potion. But you know what? Level 1 potion is kind of awkward, right? So let's throw in another terraria without grinding it. You see, grinding does extend the path like this. If you're unsatisfied with your path, you can actually just put back the ground material, and it's as if nothing had happened. Well, makes it a little easier. It's not very realistic, but makes it a little easier. For this one, we don't even need to grind anything. We're not satisfied with a level 1 potion. That there is the strength of the potion. This there is an effect on the map. It is the healing effect, which you don't know yet, but we sure can figure that one out. And we can zoom in with the scroll wheel. Very important, because you do see this little line that extends from your potion. And we want to align said line with the dashed line that is coming from the center. If you're using your ladle, as indicated by this arrow, you will be moving back towards the center of the map. So this is what we are going to use in order to get to a level 3 effect, where you really need to match the shape perfectly. Let's do this. So we're going to go further, and here you see, yeah, we are perfectly matched. No, you're not far enough down the range. At this point there, you likely will be. That's why I threw in an extra terraria there. So let's just see. Now we have a level 2 effect. Well, no, we don't. We still have water with some terraria and water bloom in it. But if we were to poof up the potion, then that would happen. So we are going to go back here, go behind the potion, and then align the lines anew, something like this. And now we can, with careful, very careful, gently, gentle passion, pour water into it, also known as peeing. And then we go there, and there you have your level 3 effect. It's not OCD perfect, but it will do for now. So now that we have the effect dialed in, we can just poof that potion by doing that, and we have discovered the healing effect, and already have a very nice healing potion level 3. So we're going to save that recipe. Yeah, it's perfectly functional. It's not great, but it will do for now. And now you will see that there's a number there that's 12. That's not, well, it's 1, 2. Yep, it's many. And there's tons of achievements. Yes, scream at me, please. So we've already knocked off the list all these things with just making that potion. Seems efficient to me. It's good. Now let's knock off a few more. Oh, what is this? That is oh, ice fruit. Okay. What is ice fruit making in my garden on day two? Oh well, that is new for sure. And also having grown so much down here is new. I don't know if that is the case every day. We are going to see. But we're just going to harvest everything in the garden. And our magic enchanted garden is going to provide us with some free ingredients every day. In the cellar, we have one of the most important apparatus in our little alchemist life, and that is not that one, because this one is kind of messed up. But we can repair it over time, and then we're going to deal with proper recipes, big ones. And now we have another few somethings off the list, and let's just go and see what our first customer wants. Hello there, good sir. Don't be so downtrodden. How can I help you? Yes, good sir. Okay, I was rebuilding my roof yesterday. Disturbed the wasp's nest and treat wasp stings. Oh, well, they do have mild poison, but that's probably not what this early game is asking us for. So I'm going to offer him my very conveniently crafted strong health potion. And now let's talk about something that is important as well for your progression throughout the game. That is popularity level. The higher your popularity level is, the more opportunities you get to sell things. But not only that, vendors will offer you more stock, and you will be able to sell your potions at a higher rate. And by rate I mean money, and money is what we all want. And also, this version of the game is quite a bit more stringent with its costs. So costs have basically doubled for ingredients. So now you want to be quite good at getting the maximum out of your potion selling. And, well, these components here that we have used for this one are for free, but it's only giving us $25. The cost of this was probably around $30, really. But we shall see how that goes. You can haggle, and haggling does give you more money, but if you do, you gain less reputation. Sorry, not reputation, popularity. Very different term. Reputation is the good and evil scale. Popularity is needed to progress through the alchemist's path and gives you bonuses in general. So, this poor man with this poor potion, it's not so poor, but it's cheap. But this cheap potion is never going to give you enough to warrant losing 1 popularity. So what we're going to do is not haggle and just give the man a break. I mean, he has wasp stings after all. So we are going to sell the potion for a measly 25 buckaroos. There you go, good sir. And that gives us +4 popularity. Now we need to non-haggle another customer, and we already have our popularity upgrade. These problems. It rained recently, and the fire won't work. Do you have help? I do. I'm a pyromaniac. Let me show you how it's done. Not that one. Okay. So, fire, in general, let's talk about a few general things here. You have that here, this little compass. It is super useful. It is way more useful than the other versions that we had in previous versions of the game. Fire is that direction. It is towards the west. And that means that very likely fire bells are going to lead you to fire, because they lead you west. So if we sort it there, that means we're sorting it by the element fire that in general goes into this direction. And we also do see the dashed line. We don't see where the effect is, but the dashed line is always going to point at effects. There are many effects out in the terra incognita, and that means that we are going to have to do some exploring. But what will pop up from time to time is these dashed lines as we explore, and then we know, yes, along this dashed line is the effect, and it's going to be away from the center. So first dashed line, and then the effect. And after that effect, there's no dashed line anymore. Alright, so let's go and go explore in that direction and see if we can make a fire potion. And this line, as you see, is tilting slightly upwards. How curious. How curious. So let's stay a little closer to the line. Let's grind this one all out to get the lateral motion here. And then we go and grind this one out to, let's say half. A little bit more than half, maybe. Something like this. Let's see. Now, let's just go. You should probably do this one by one, actually, so that you don't run into a wall of death along the way. Nice amounts of experience we're getting there. By the way, I should be doing one thing, and this has been a little inefficient, but just for the sake of giving us some more time to talk about it, and that is experience and skill points. So let's gather some more. There we have them, and there we have the effect, and that is very likely some kind of fiery fire thing. And as you see now, we are now passing the center of that half circle. It's going to be perfect, I promise. Not quite, but yeah. No, it's going to be excellent. Amazing. Oh yeah, this is spot on. So here we actually make the fire potion. And again, same principle applies. We do want to go behind. Oh yeah. Principle talk. The very best way to create potions in the game, level 3 potions, and basically be guaranteed to get one unless you really mess up, is to do the following. You want to pass behind the effect. Behind, I mean, like, this is the center, this is the effect, this here is behind the effect. This is the effect, this is the line to the effect, this is the center, this here is behind the effect. You want to be passing behind the effect on a line that is tilted away from the effect, further out from the effect. So this here is actually perfect. It is a little close, but it is still perfect. Because what happens is that you're going to stir a little bit. You try to align the lines, and then you can put in a little bit of water or other bases coming later. Be very careful about this. It's possible to slip. You don't want to slip. Then align the lines again and do the same thing again and again. We have a level 3 effect there already. I'm not happy. I want to have it perfect. There you go. Do you see how beautiful this potion is? Can even stir a little bit more. And another pixel goes down the drain. No, not the drain. Down the cauldron. There. No, another pixel. Come on. Let it drop. That. And now you have the perfect potion. This should really be a level 4 potion, but the devs didn't want to put in an achievement for me specifically. So if you have grandiose amounts of OCD, and I'm trying to make fun of that, by the way, but I have a little OCD myself, then this should be a level 4 potion. You don't have to make those. There's absolutely no benefit to having those. But it looks nice. It feels good. So, level 3 potion as well. What could it be? Kira, what could this effect be? It's a strong potion of fire. These work this way. Look at this. So we have 5 levels of potion, and then you can have a maximum of 3 levels filled by one effect, whatever effect that is. That means there are 2 slots remaining. These can be filled by something else. This was a very efficient recipe because we just used the base components and it's all looking good, so yeah, why not? Let's save the recipe and finish the potion. They are now, by the way, quite generous in giving you plenty of pages. I don't think that was the case before. It certainly feels a lot better. Here we have our recipe book. Let's have a look in here. We would be able to brew this potion another 4 times. We now have it sitting in here, and you're encouraged that over time you're switching out these recipes for more efficient ones as you gain access to better components, or ingredients rather. So this one you're probably going to change out versus a 2 life leaf potion. We would be able to brew another 7 of these, so that's perfect. And now, what we wanted to do is to give that potion to our cherished customer with wet wood. And there. So now we have a bit of a problem. 61 buckaroos is a lot in the very early game. And that would mean that we probably do want to haggle. But before we sell this potion, I think it is very much time to take a look at our skills, because we're already level 5. That means we have 4 skill points to spend. Wouldn't be so efficient if we didn't do that, would it? There are upgrades in 4 different paths, and let's talk about the meta for a sec. These are, at the moment, quite poorly balanced and not very much fleshed out. I'm sure they are going to address that at some point, but they still have not. Why are they weirdly balanced? Let's talk about the basic principles. What do we have here? Alchemy map radius, visibility radius. Around your potion, you are uncovering a certain area, and that area is going to increase. If you increase that area linearly, then you would increase the effect size. Is it quadratically then? Well, almost. Like, not quite, because you're only discovering in one direction and not the other, because you're coming from somewhere. But anyway, so for higher up levels, the effect is very large. For starter levels, the effect is a little meh. So what we're going to take a look at here is what we're trying to discern right now is which one to pick first. This one would be useful, but not really necessary to give you a good start, because the start is just along the lines that you already see at the start. Because people don't need more advanced potions right then, and you can figure it out without having the big radius. Then we have alchemical practice, and that one spawns experience books on the map, but only in places where you already have been. That means that the area that these books are going to spawn on at the start is very small, and that means not many of them are going to spawn. On the contrary, you could say that, well, these books make a larger difference at the start too, so that is partially offsetting that. I would argue that yes, that is true, but not quite. So I wouldn't be going into this just yet. The chance of having your books spawn in just the small area that you are in is somewhat small for the cost. Then we have the big obvious one, the elephant in the room, trading. Trading basically does everything for you in the game because it gives you more profit for your potions. That means you can buy more ingredients, Buying more ingredients means you can go explore more. Buying more ingredients also means that you can get fancier stuff, and you can serve all the customers more reliably. And it also means that you can get higher up effects more easily. So, that seems like the first thing we should do, isn't it? Right? Yep. We have gained 4 points, and I think we're going to just put that into trading. Now we have plus 30% prices. Sounds good to me. Does it automatically update the price? It does! Oh, how wonderful! Didn't know that. But let's continue our little talk about skills and how to skill. And we're going to see how that plays out. So we are very soon going to hit level 6 then. Level 5? I can never tell. Right, have we hit level 5 or are we going to hit level 6? Probably going to hit level 6, right? So at that point we're going to gain another point to spend, and at that point we're just going to put another point into trading. There's a lot of points, but I promise you I'm going to get to the point. So we do want to use all the cost 2 trading options here, and then I think you are going to be in a spot where you want to go out explore some more. Then you can start to put it into the Alchemy map radius. So maybe go down to there. And then you could start to argue, but for a cost of 1, this is a pretty solid deal. And I wouldn't argue against you there. But it's definitely trading first, then some radius to help you explore, especially if you don't know the map by heart, which I doubt most people do. And then the alchemy practice is going to be the last one. What about haggling? Not really required, but they have changed it. They have rebalanced it. So now the harder haggling is not nearly as hard as it was, which means that it's more usable and actually can get you a benefit for that additional little bit of risk. Previously in the beta it was like, as soon as you tried that, you were done. It's like, no, not going to touch that. Just wasted 5 points on it, or 10. But so, yes, trading, most important, visibility, then practice, and then later on haggling eventually. So now let's, because it's such an expensive potion that we are trying to sell, let's try to do that. There will be more customers coming today anyway to help us level up this popularity. So we're going to haggle, and we have some different topics. And this haggling all looks very easy. The very principle of this is this thing is going to go from left to right to left and just bounce in between, and you have to hit within the borders of these yellow fields. And as you tick them off, you are getting bonus. Good deal. Oh, you can. Well, I never even read this. So this is cool. I very much like this. This is how you learn haggling. If you feel uncomfortable about it, then try this one. It's fine. You can only succeed. There is no failure. If you suck, then you lose nothing. It's perfect. So medium haggling can make you a bad deal, but it also can amplify the good deal quite a bit. And that is true especially for the very much higher up ones, there where the amplification in both directions is a lot more. So let's start haggling here, and we just tick them off like this, and it's going to automatically stop as you are finished. There you go. So it automatically stops as you hit the maximum possible profit. We are now going to sell this for a juicy 100 buckaroos. There you go. And our favorite person in the world, your favorite person, you better make it your favorite person in the world, because she's the best. New alchemist here, yes. She's the herbalist girl, and she has them best herbs. They smell nice too. And beside herbs, she just goes out and collects everything and talks to people and sings secretly in the forest. But we don't know about that. Sorry. Don't know about that. So, show me your goods. This is how you buy stuff. She is one of the many Several, I should say. She's one of the several merchants in the game, and that is her inventory. And what you can do is, well, they never need to click any of these other tabs, because this one is the all tab. So you're not going to miss anything. It's defaulting to that. You're not going to miss anything. This is what she has. Prices in green are discounted. Definitely buy those. And you can shift click this one to just add everything. Boom. We do want to buy plenty of those. And we do want to buy plenty of wind blooms as well. And then this is already costing 239. But Kira, we don't have 239. Well, you see that little star there? Now we can't buy anything. But you see that? Now it's 2-star. This requires a successful 2-star haggling. And this requires a successful 3-star haggling. And now we can't deal with it anymore. So what I'm going to do is reduce the terrarias. We're going to pretty easily have them grow in our garden as well. I want to have a 3-star haggle, success haggle, to the maximum. So now, haggle-de-doo. We need to have the others are now locked as well. We need to succeed at the medium haggle. So let's go ahead and do that. So there, and done. Minus 144. And yes, dear, that is a deal. You're still my favorite person in the world. And yes, I am the not so new alchemist. And we enter dialogue. There you go. Oh, it's the fisherman. He is one of the NPCs that has a bit of a quest series going on, quest line, with, let's say, escalating requests for potions. But before we really take a look at that, I think we should put another one into trading, because that is going to be even more profitable, whatever we make. Okay, he just has a swollen hand and he needs a healing potion. I think we can easily make that. And we only have to make a few more things today in order to level up to the next chapter. And we shall do that. But first, the way to satisfy our customers there in an efficient way would be just go to your recipe book, check if the recipe is what you want, and yeah, kind of good, yeah. Brew this recipe, boom. Close it, put it on there. Healing potion. Remember, cheap potion, you probably don't want to sacrifice the popularity for such a low amount. Even though that amount is significantly higher now already because of our high trading skill. And would be even higher because the haggling is a percentage multiplication on top of the base price. It would be even higher with the haggle. But I think it's perfectly worth just progressing a little faster versus getting a few more bucks. So, we don't haggle, we just sell it to him. We have now reached a higher popularity level, and that is also why you should not always haggle. The faster you progress there, as you see, the higher the price of your potions will be. So, oh, she's in a good mood, isn't she? But that's a little obvious, madam. So here we have the good-evil mechanics. She is obviously in a slightly, just minorly upset, and we have to somehow make a fury potion. Okay, let's talk mechanics here instead of role-playing. She is evil. She's obviously on the evil scale. What she's going to do is hurt your reputation, because you are selling potions to shady people. That is not really having much of an effect at the moment, but it will in future as karmic traders are introduced. I don't think they are in this version just yet. At least the changelog that I have doesn't state anything about them. So, reputation kind of makes it so that more good people show up or more bad people show up. So you can roleplay as the evil alchemist who attracts all the assassins and necromancers in the world. or the angelic one that just heals people and is a bit of a hippie commune attraction. But yes, for your reputation, if you just want to get filthy rich, just ignore it, and that will keep you around 0. Oh, well, that was the dev's plan. We shall see if that actually is the case. She wants to set people on fire, and we say, I'm just lawful neutral. I shall oblige, officer. And we go here and craft that potion. Put it on there. 84. What does that mean? It means haggling is on. Oh, what? Emotions. Well, you got plenty of those already. Yeah, let's talk about that. There we go. Easy haggle. Boom, boom, boom. Plus 33, that was definitely worth it. This potion is perfect to set people on fire. Beautiful. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So, we sell that for 100. Oh, 16 evil? We still have 15, so we can do another evil thing. But sore throat, healing potion. And we can brew another 6 if we needed to. So there you have that. Again, cheap potion, no haggle. No haggle. No haggle. Refuse to haggle. And we just sell it for 27. There you go. Oh, no, wait, what? Okay, I shouldn't have clicked the haggle there. That has already removed the bonus. Okay, now we know that. That's also good to know. I didn't actually know that. I always either click the haggle or not. But that's good that we know. So don't click the haggle if you don't actually want to haggle. Now, we're done for the day, but there are more things to do. Let's see. We need to go up to the bedroom, create a potion of poison, and a potion of frost. And I think that is exactly what we're going to do in the upcoming episode, where we are also going to cross out a fair few more things on these next 2 chapters as well. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.